All right, Lotus, are you ready for your first challenge?
Yes.
Okay, help me make my titles clickbait.
Oh.
So, back by popular demand, we have Lotus and friends. A friend. I don't even know where to begin. Hey guys, it's Grant. I'm here with Lotus, internet sensation. Yesterday got me thinking of a lot of things, and one of the things that I thought about was just like the idea of not knowing where you're going with life and just kind of like moving forward. I thought that for my friend over here, her channel's been blowing up. She's been doing really good on Instagram. 6,000 already.
That's nothing.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay. It's too bad that like I didn't record what you said in the car because I thought that that holds true not just to me but a lot of other people. I forgot how good pizza was. How's your meal?
This is delicious. I love Chinese food.
Starting this vlog series was really big risk for me. Mainly because my content is vastly different from what I'm doing now, and of course I knew going into it that like my views aren't gonna be as high, like a lot of people aren't gonna like what I'm doing. I thought that what you said after that was really amazing. I hope you remember it.
Somewhat. I think that Grant vlogging is a good idea because, one, it's more personable and practical for today. Like, skit comedy obviously isn't as popular, and sometimes it's a little bit harder to relate to your audience. And it's so much easier to just be real. Mm-hmm. And people are starved for having a good friendship and a real trustworthy, wise person speaking into them. And I think vlogging is a great opportunity to speak to people and communicate in a very truthful, honest, integral level. So I think that vlogging is very practical for you, especially because you have a great personality. And
thank you.
You live in a really beautiful environment, and you have a lot of wisdom and entertainment to share.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. Lotus, everybody. I mean, even now, it's really competitive to be in that field. Just because ever since it was popularized, like, everybody's been doing it. And not everybody does it well. But
yes.
With this oversaturation, that was the one big thing that scared me about it, you know?
Me too.
Yeah.
I think that so long as your quality, like competitive greatness. I mean, I see a lot of shitty bloggers making it today, but then I feel like they're just more so one-hit wonders that struck gold, and they're lucky maybe a couple times because they put a clickbait title. But I think that if you just focus on making quality, and you especially have a good character and a unique, hardworking personality, and I see you as a person that I really like. I don't have many friends. I don't associate with a lot of people, and it's not because I think I'm better and I have an ego, but it's more so I want to surround myself with, like, winners. And I see that you're a winner, and you're a hard worker, and you're an honest person with good intentions, and that reflects in your content. And I think people are going to see that you're different, and that you have a good personality, and you have genuinely kind, constructive things to share with the world. And so long as you have something unique, special, and you have a lot of character, I think that's a perfect equation for success. I guess your focus going forward would be like building a bigger audience. You have a foundation and you have a good personality. Now it's more so just focus on how can we expand and how can we get a bigger viewing and like share that, because you want people to see what you have to say. It's not because you're a numbers oriented, like selfish, greedy person, like just focused on like, oh, I just want attention. It's because you genuinely want to entertain and make people happy and spread some cool whatever it is that you have planned. I don't know.
You are a character on YouTube.
Yes.
I find it very fascinating because, like, a lot of people who do characters on YouTube, there's not really a big separation. For example, like, when it comes to, like, people like Jake Paul in the beginning, a lot of, like, his actions were staged, but it still felt like that was more, like, geared towards him as a person, not necessarily a character. And so, like, I think that for you, it's very interesting that you've changed a lot, you know, and you've created a persona. Kind of like how I've done the red shirt and bow tie me, but for me, that still is a vast part of who I am. You know, for you, you've made a completely different character.
It's like an alter ego of myself.
Right.
Like, I don't have anything in common with my character. We're like vastly opposites.
Right.
Like, I'm not even recognizable. I watch my own content and I'm like, whoa, this is like a little extreme, dude.
It's acting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just acting.
Yeah.
So I separate myself from my character a lot. Right now I'm very anxious because there's a camera pointing at me and I'm not in character. It's not ordinary for me to like speak beyond a character only because, I don't know, I'm just a pretty bland person. Like, you as an ordinary person, that's why I think it's good for you to vlog, because you as yourself is very entertaining, and like, you have a lot to offer and you have a lot of character. But I feel like me as a person is just like a piece of cardboard. I'm trying a little bit more to improv, but even then it's still a character. It's all, for the most part, ironic or hyperbolic. So I personally, a lot of the opinions that I say on my channel aren't actually how I feel in real life. It's just for the sake of entertainment. The only thing more f***ed up than my relationship with my family is my legs.
I mean, I think that just falls under the lesson that there's no right or wrong way to the top. And for some people, doing a character is a lot more beneficial to what type of content they want to make versus people who, you know, like me, just do vlogs now. I think that the hardest part is just believing that what you're doing is worth it. Because, of course, we only have a limited amount of time, and we want to make sure that what we're doing matters, at least to us.
Yeah. Yeah, like, for me, it's more meaningful to me to be a character versus myself. Like, I do have a vlog channel where I'm a little bit more myself, but even then I don't really talk a lot because I feel like it's just more productive to be a character. Like, even just wearing this uniform, it puts me in a mindset of, like, a more productive and entertaining quality person versus, like, if I'm just wearing my normal clothes, I'm pretty quiet and, like, I'm very introverted. And I've gotten criticism before. Like, I said on my Discord before that I'm pretty shy and an introvert. And, like, they're like, oh, yeah, you're so shy. And they showed, like, a clip of me, like, screaming at McDonald's or something. And I was like, that's my character. Physics, not for me. It's just acting in for a video, but like me in person, I actually like am really embarrassed to like speak like right now. It's really scary for me. My hands are sweating and I'm shaking. Like ordering food, I could scream and roll in a McDonald's as my character, but me as a person, like ordering food is like very scary for me. It's like my cameraman orders my food for me a lot because like I genuinely like freaks me out. I don't know why.
When I would play Filthy Frank or the imposter Filthy Frank, I do realize that a lot of the things I did as that character, I wouldn't normally be able to do as the red shirt bow tie Grant or vlog Grant. You know, there's nothing wrong with having that outlet.
Like, it's ironic because loud people really piss me off.
Oh.
But like, I'm like the opposite of what you want to be. That's kind of the point. I think that my character is a product of my frustration. So a lot of the time, it's just more of a creative outlet.
I get that, because a lot of people who are entertainers or performers or writers or musicians, they write about the things that they're either passionate about or things that frustrate them. Making YouTube videos, I feel, is no different. If you feel frustrated about a specific topic, you find any means of communication. I find that to be very therapeutic in a sense.
You're very non-judgmental.
I try to be non-judgmental.
That's good.
The thing that I've always prided myself on is like I always try my best to separate the art from the artist.
Thank you.
And that's something that I think a lot of people can't do. They'll look at somebody who might be doing a fantastic job, but if they just don't like that person, every good thing that that person can do is suddenly just tarnished. Yeah.
If I was an outsider watching my own content, I'd probably be like, oh, so annoying. No hard feelings if you hate me.
I've already developed that thick skin of like, you either like what I do or you don't. And I mean, I'm not going to force you to like me, but I am going to keep working to be so good that you can't ignore me. A lot of times people end up disliking someone just from their first impression. But if that person is so good at what they do and they keep coming back, eventually you build up a connection with them.
I've noticed that I've turned around a lot of haters that way. There's so many videos about me that get like significant more views than I ever had on my entire channel. And most of the time it's not very positive. So a lot of people's first impression of me has like a very bias. I think when people come to my channel and they give me a second chance and they keep an open mind, a lot of the time they end up being a fan. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I really appreciate when people give it a chance. You're one of the most open-minded people I know.
Oh, thank you.
Like, if you're willing to give Logan Paul a chance.
Yeah, that's something that I've never really like openly admitted on my YouTube
sorry.
channel.
You can
It's
cut
okay.
that. You can cut
It's
that.
okay. I'm not part of the Low Gang, but I do think that he is trying to change, and I do believe that his content is evolving into something that is more genuine to him and not the persona that he used to be.
And I really respect though. Like, that's really cool of you.
Thank you.
Like, even if I'm not a fan personally of Logan Paul, I really respect that you're so open-minded that you're willing to give like a mass-hated human being like a second chance. That
Well-
says a lot about like what kind of person you are.
thank you.
And that's why I like you, because I feel like you're one of the less judgmental people I know, and one of the more real, honest, candid people.
Oh, thank you.
And there's not a lot of people like that left. Like, I instantly got that vibe from you when we first met, too.
Really?
Yeah. Because I remember we talked a little bit online, but you can never really read anybody
Right,
online.
right.
So it's just like, oh, you're just like any other person I've talked to online. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard. But when I saw you in person, you have an aura that's just like, oh, there's no bullshit here. Like, this is just real. Like, there's a lot of fake people on this planet. Very fake or two-faced. And I am like, I'm not a very smart person in any field, but I have a talent for reading people, and I smell bullshit from a mile away. You have no bullshit. It's very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, with that, we'll end the Lotus Yoshida interview.
Oh my God,
you made it there. You
survived!
did.
Ah.
Do you want people to link to your vlog channel or to your actual channel?
Neither.
Neither. Okay.
Don't look up my name. You'll probably hate it. Why? Why did you subscribe? Why is anyone subscribed to me?
And like, let me just show you. This right here is a $5,000 camera. This
Oh,
right
no.
here is a $200 camera. And this is the camera quality that Lotus uses, and she gains so many more views than I do.
My audio is almost like you can't even, like, half the time you can't hear me talking because it's just wind. So,
But-
like, the half the time they're not even hearing the words I'm saying, so I don't understand how.
I think though that's really interesting because like a lot of people ask me like what's the best vlogging setup to get, and I'll recommend a $5,000 system, but if you're not entertaining, then $500 or $5,000 it won't make a difference. Yeah, and this is the prime example of that.
That's embarrassing. Oh, fuck. It's called I'm Poor, okay?
Thank you so much for being on the show. I hope you enjoyed your time.
I did. It was.
And I'd love to have you back and go on many more adventures.
I
with
don't
you.
see why. But thank you for having me. It's an honor
You're
to be
welcome. Well, thank
on
you.
the Legend Grant Uchida's
Oh.
channel.
It's an honor to have the legend Lotus.
That's not a word. You should-
I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for another vlog. As always, my name is Grant Uchida. This is Lotus. And her cameraman's right behind us, right over here. So,
Cut the sign.
I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Your mom's so old when she breastfeeds, she goes.